Howdy, howdy. This is Mike with Play More Games, and we are shooting our fourth unboxing of the day, fifth video of the day, after not doing any in like, I don't know, almost 3 months. So that's cool. Once again, the name is Mike, Play More Games, and right now we are looking at great battles of the American Civil War, Into the Woods. Not affiliated with the musical. The Battle of Shiloh, April 6th to April 7th, 1862. You've got Grant, you've got Johnston, you've got a very famous and popular game series designed by Richard Berg and game designed by Dick Whitaker. It's a brand new release from GMT Games. In typical GMT Games fashion, you have beautiful and engaging cover art. So let's take a look. I am definitely very interested in ACW as a gaming concept. I have quite a few, well, less now, but of the great campaigns of the American Civil War, but none of the great battles of the American Civil War. So this will be new to me. Also, I have the U.S. Civil War coming to me soon, hopefully from GMT Games. I also have For the People, which is a Mark Herman classic. So, check any or all of those out. But do look into them, because they're nice. Alright, so let's take a look. Minor corner scuffing. Don't really care. Alright, so at the back of the box, you have a solitaire suitability of 7, complexity of 7. So a solitaire suitability of 7 is like a Mike 9, because I'm dumb and forgetful, and I can't strategize one side in advance, let alone two. So usually once I go to flip to the other side, my future plans tend to run out of my head. So you have 4 maps, 4.5 counter sheets, scenario booklets, dice, 10 scenarios. So you have small scenarios, big scenarios. So if you are interested, like myself, in the GBACW series, this is probably as good a starting point as any, since 1, it's brand new, 2, it's in print, easy to find, and 3, you have a lot of scenarios, so you have a lot of production value. And also I think it was honestly it was very modestly priced. GMT games almost always are, especially at the P500 values, they're always very modestly priced. So let's flip this over and we'll see what's inside. Okay, so first up we have our battle book, and the battle book is going to be like your game-specific rules, I would imagine. Standard instructions for all scenarios. A bunch of different scenarios listed there. Yes, so again, typical GMT fashion. Colored pages, historical text, nice and clear, well written. I mean, I haven't obviously read it, but I mean, if you played a GMT game, you kind of know what you're going to get in terms of production value. We have a series rulebook which clocks in at an easy, breezy, say it with me, beautiful 42 pages. Again, color examples, very clear. Designer notes. Alright, so this is our half sheet, and these are status markers. Let's take a look at our units. So here we have the Confederates, Johnston, Beauregard, Polk, Bragg, Hardee, gang's all here. And then you have the individual formations. You have some cavalry. Cavalry is kind of tricky I think, because you have two different rule sets, right? You have infantry rules, you have cavalry rules, and they can be hard to integrate, especially for a dummy like me. Okay, so Union, of course, the legend himself, Ulysses S. Grant, and where's his buddy? I don't see him. Oh, there. Oh, right below. There's his buddy. All right. A couple of boats. Again. I said this in the last couple of videos too, but the artwork is very clear. Information is very easy to read. It's not cluttered. They look nice. They're going to look nice on the table. They're going to look nice under plexi. We just have some more status counters. So really, it's a 5 counter sheet game, but units are maybe a page and 3/4 for the Union and a page and like 20% for the Confederates. So counter-wise, it's not going to be super dense. One would hope. Alright, so here you have Shiloh, and I think this is going to be one of the campaign maps. Yes, you have the Tennessee River, including Pittsburgh Landing. And again, artwork is really beautiful here. Unfortunately, due to space constraints, I can't set these maps up together. Alright. And you can kind of see like the shading representing elevation change. I have to determine whether that's, oh, I mean, if it's going to a river, it's probably downslope, I would imagine. But I could be wrong. And then you have a small scenario map. And these are beautiful. We saw this in the East Front unboxing video as well. So you have a small map like this. You can set it out. You can learn the game. Low footprint, so you don't have to go through setting up a standard 22 by 34. And you have 2 scenarios like that. This sheet here is double-sided. I think it's 11 by 18, which is a nice touch. It's a nice on-ramp to the system. You have 2 player aid cards. You have a terrain effects chart, and I would be remiss if I didn't point this out as well. The fact that these are in color, clear examples, makes it very easy to understand. So you're playing the game. You're not arguing over what terrain is what. So scenario chart, battle events chart, turn track, April 6th and April 7th, Confederate action marker sheet, and Union action marker sheet. And the streak continues. We have thematic dice, blue and gray, right? How could you ship any other color dice than blue and gray? Perfect. Perfect. Bravo. They did that in Vietnam, and actually I forget what color dice. Oh, they had a single orange one in AGC. And the Pacific War was like blue and like an orangish. So I will give them 2.5 out of 4, but I love that. Love that. Because it kind of gets you in the spirit of things. Alright, so let's box this back up, and I will give you a quick final thoughts. Alright. So that was a very brief look at Into the Woods, the Battle of Shiloh, April 6th to April 7th, the Great Battles of the American Civil War series. I'm definitely looking forward to giving this a try. Got a lot of great stuff from GMT, have more stuff coming with the U.S. Civil War next month, and I have to say, keep up the good work. I'm definitely, I look at these games, right? Like, Pacific War is listed at like 100 hours for like a strategic scenario. So really, a lot of gaming goodness here. And I've talked about this before, and this is probably not the place for it, so I will be brief. Like, how many games do you buy that you only play once, right? So, like, to learn, so let's say, like, to learn this system, right? You play the game, you have a blast with it, you play the campaign scenario, what do? Do you put it back on the shelf and revisit in a couple of years? I mean, basically have to learn the game all over again. And that's the nice thing about systems, is that you can kind of go from module to module without having to relearn everything. But I think, at least for me, a lot of times I'll play a game once or twice, and then that's it. And it's really not, like, designers work on these for years, right? Decades even. And, you know, to just play it for 30, 40 hours. So this pile of boxes that I have here is literally hundreds, if not thousands of hours. And if by virtue of the fact that I haven't really been recording the last 90 days, that tells you how much time I've spent gaming. However, I'm hoping that this kind of forces me to make the time so I can feel like I'm getting the value, the benefit out of it. Anyway, that's my diatribe. This was Great Battles of the American Civil War. My name is Mike, Play More Games. Check out any of the other unboxing videos I did, and we'll catch you around. I hope you have a nice day, and take care.